Welcome to this week's lesson segment on Weekly Outdoor Plus, brought to you by Barbershop, 2400 Church Street, Stevens Point, where they have the most wide variety of vacuums, sewing machines, and parts you can need, and great service to go along with it. So get your notebooks and pencils out, because it's time for your lesson segment with myself, Jase Hintz, and Weekly Outdoor Plus. Hey guys, welcome back. Jase Hintz here. I'm going to be giving you your weekly lesson right now. The one thing I'm going to be talking about is going to be when you're out there in the woods especially, or out in the field, whatever, when you're at your house, starting to shoot this year with your friends or buddies, or even if you have new time shooters, parents watching their kids, kids watching their parents. You can always help each other out. That's what we're going to go over today. Just little tiny things that I would watch for. Basically, let them shoot a little bit. First of all, warm up, start doing what's natural. Right when they pull back the first time, don't start telling them what to do, because they might still be going through their head muscle memory, figuring out what they want to go over, figuring out, exactly how they were doing it before. The next thing then you're going to be doing is basically, first off, I would check out their feet right away, make sure that it's, decent. You don't want to be, if you're facing the target, you don't want to be turned away from it. You want to be at least facing towards it, a little bit more than sideways. The next thing you're going to be telling them about is going to be your arms. All right, the big thing here, you want to make sure when you're watching straight in front of them like the camera is right now, you want to have your arms straight but not stiff, all right, slightly bent, and then you want your back arm to be parallel to the ground, your forearm parallel to the ground. All right, if that's a good start right there, just to cut out a lot of shaking, especially when you're getting your muscles ready to shoot again. The next thing that you're going to be watching is going to be your back arm. 90% of the people don't do this to begin with. And it's one thing that, again, lines everything up. It's when you're standing behind the person, you want to anchor, aim, and you want your arm to be straight in line with your front arm, where most people are going to be holding it in like this. And when you're holding it in, that's going to be using all of your bicep muscles to hold back your bow. Doesn't matter how strong you are. The big thing is you don't want to have to use muscles, because the longer you use your muscles for, the more you're going to start shaking. All right, no matter what, it's going to happen. Doesn't matter how big, strong everybody is. It's always going to happen no matter what. So, big things there. Again, check the arm, slight bend, have this one straight back parallel to the ground, and again straight back straight in line with your front arm. All right, last thing that I'm going to go over, a lot of people do this, and normally it's due to draw length issues, whether it's too long or too short, but the big thing also is your front hips. Make sure you watch your hips, and a lot of people are going to end up popping them forward, and it's like leaning back. It's almost like a comfort zone for some people. But that's one thing too, you're not standing straight up and down. You want to be the most exact as you can be, and that's one thing right there that, especially people that either are shooting too much poundage, even when they pull back, they drop back so that they can get it all the way back. That's one thing, make sure, easy way to check it out, I guess, would be have your eyeball that you're aiming with straight in line with your belly button. That's one way to make sure you're standing perfectly straight up and down, and you're not leaning your head forward, not leaning your head back. Just little tiny tips like that, watch each other. That's the easiest way to learn, easiest way to get better. And no matter how experienced the archer is, if you tell them what to watch for, they'll be able to at least help you as well. So yeah, go on out there. It's getting close to that time of year again. We got to start getting ready to kill. It's almost that time of year. So go over those little tiny things to make sure you got them all in line and everything, and then we can work on more stuff from there. So if you have any questions, stop into Bucks and Bulls. My dad, Gary Hintz, will be more than happy to help you out. Got a lot of accessories, everything that can, make you a better shooter, and anything to silence your bow for hunting season. So stop on in, and as always, I'll see you next week.